Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up or put LNC for me. Good morning to all of you once again. LNC for me. Good morning to all of you. Okay, good morning to you, Anthony. Morning to you, Karine, Amir, Susan, Jonathan. Morning to you. All right. Okay, guys, this morning MAO is going to be very, very important because we just got some latest news on the S&P 500 forecast, and JP Morgan has increased their target. Okay, of course, this is actually was known in June, but the thing is this, they reiterate. And this is where it gets very, very interesting. So we're talking about this very shortly. And of course, we also have Morgan Stanley, one of the bear traders looking at the market to go down. They are also bringing up the S&P target for this year. So of course, it's not the first time we see such thing in the market. But end of the day is that you have to make your own final decision so that you can actually exploit on this. So without further ado, let's start this MAO right now. Quickly get your friends to come in and enjoy this MAO because there's a lot of things to share with you today. All right, today is the 27th of July, Wednesday. All right, we're just a couple of days away from the end of July. We're going to August month. Yay! All right. Now, first of all, once again, we would like to tell you this. Thank you to AIMS who have been providing us lots of support for us itself. And starting from next year, we're going to have even more powerful stuff coming in. Okay, we're even going to have more power stuff coming in. So we're going to share a lot of more details with you on this coming Friday's MAO. Okay. All right. The thing is this, as you can see what happened, I put a title over there as well. Oh my God, even the ultimate bears are turning bullish right now. Okay. Now, this statement definitely have freaked out several people because after I posted this, the caption, right, I received at least 4 phone calls or messages from friends. And these guys are people who are asking me, how, Cal, is it, do we need to change position? Should we short the market right now and stuff like that? Now, one thing is that I share you on Monday, right? Out of 10 people that are, on the sell side, at least 8 of them has moved to the buy side. And as of this morning, one of them, so 9 of them now who are shorting the market over the last 3 weeks has shifted and become a bull. Okay, so out of 10, 9 people now have walked over to the bull side. Now the 10th person tells me that, Cal, I cannot turn to bull right now because it's ridiculous, but I cannot short further. So which means that I'm going to stay put and not going to do anything here itself. Okay, so what you are hearing live from me right now is saying that basically there's no bears around me anymore. Everybody is either bullish or they are just going to wait the fence. All right, so now we have 55 of you online right now. Can you tell me now your own honest opinion? Don't lie about it. What do you think? Are you bullish or are you bearish right now? Please key your answer right now. Give me a few. All right, we have been here for the longest of time. You know that I'm always very open with your sharing. There's no right, no wrong answers here in market. End of the day, you make your own decision. And of course, everybody is responsible for their own action. Okay. All right. So do me a favor. Let me know. What do you think? Are you bullish or are you bearish right now? Please key your answer right now so I can take a view on this, okay? All right. Okay, so we are having some comments coming in. We have Sun Tian say you are bullish. Okay, good. Then we have Jonathan, we are bearish. Okay. Hi, morning to you, Louis. Oops. Good morning to all of. Okay. Then we have this Amir Bull. Okay. Then Vincent, stay out for now. Okay. Sherwin still bear. Steven, you are bearish. Dennis, you are actually short-term bull, mid-term bear. Okay, fair enough. Anthony still bear. Karine, you are bullish. Leslie, you are more towards bull. Clara, bearish. I'm reading off the comments right now, everybody. Kelza, bearish. Stars North is bullish for August. Okay. Chukit, you are bearish. Richard, you are leaning towards the bull. And wait a minute, there's more coming up. Bearish for Sharif. Janet, bearish soon. In fact, Sharif said, okay. Janet say you are bearish. Louis, trade the price action, very good as good trader. And Jerry, slightly bearish. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of, okay. Very sensitive, the thing here. Okay, all right. So basically, I can see that 70% are bullish, 30% are bearish. Okay, all right, fair enough. Now, if you are to ask me yourself, right, I felt that nothing have changed fundamentally. Definitely, inflation by numbers has hit a peak this month. Okay, we can see that copper price has came down. Wheat have came down, lumber came down, timber came down, all right, cotton came down. So undeniable, all right, if you're going to put into statistics itself, right, inflation probably has peaked in terms of numbers. But it doesn't mean that it cannot go higher the next month, the following month, all right, that's first thing first. So if let's say we're going to use as an indication of the market has the inflated figures have already peaked, then of course, if there's a signal for the bull market to come in, yeah. But the question is this, peak doesn't mean that it's going to come down. Peak means that, right, example, if let's say now the price of, let's say, certain commodity from 500 go all the way to 1,000, right, which is very, very high and expensive, and then 1,000 goes back to 900, it has peaked in terms of number, but it doesn't mean that it's not expensive. So which means that now if it's a 900, 920, 930, 940, by right, it has peaked at 1,000, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be cheap. So that is the problem that the market should be focusing on. But of course, again, if Wall Street wanted to focus on the word peak, then yes, we might have seen a peak recently. Okay, so that is the reason why that a lot of people are actually focusing on. Number two. Now, to me, it's all right. Interest rate environment this coming, which is tomorrow, very likely chance it could be a 75 basis point. Okay, the question will be the next one. Would that be a 50 or 75? Now, of course, if the Federal Reserve mention likelihood, they'll say it's between 50 to 75 as usual. And you know, Wall Street may pick it up from there as, oh, 50, okay, good. That means that things are going to go down, right? There may be a chance of even a QE, right? Meaning the market may even decide to cut interest rate. So this is what the market is trying to say right now, okay? And last but not least, right, the earnings. Hey, not too bad, right? The earnings seem to be good. Well, if you look carefully, most of the earnings, if you look compared to quarter, means this quarter versus the last quarter, it is better. But if you compare quarter to last year, it's not the same. In fact, last year's quarter result are much better than this quarter result. And that is the problem. But again, if Wall Street want to focus on the analyst expectation versus earnings, then very simple. As long as the forward guidance are given to analysts low level, and as long as the company delivers slightly above it, it will beat expectation. That's how Wall Street play this number game. So that's the reason why you can see some of the company like, you know, like this Microsoft, like this, which company was that? I mean, there was some company, Apple, this Microsoft, and wait a minute, which is company that came out of the data? We have this Alphabet. Yeah, Alphabet was pretty not so good as compared, but yet the number shows different thing. All right. So that's the reason why I say that a lot of time itself, right? You have to look at it. Okay. So anyway, more to share with you, but definitely you will have a rude awakening because I'm going to tell you what is actually happening in Wall Street right now. And then after that, you will have to make your final decision. Yeah. Sandra says that last quarter is bullish. Yeah. Okay. Everybody has their entitlement to look at the market. Let's begin. All right. Once again, it's all right. Disclaimer apply as usual, my friends. Please make sure that you trade according to your plan rule. Make sure that you trade according to your own plan and make sure that you trade with care because I expect that today, especially after 2 o'clock, 2 a.m., the market be very volatile. So traders be very, very careful. Okay. All right. Now, I like this joke of the day. This is a very, very good joke. All right. Take a look here yourself. I know this is not the first time I show you this. I showed it before, but I like this. I want to share this with you again. Right. It's basically two bears having their beer and obviously itself, right, they are quite upset. And this is quite good. I like the quote. Guess we should have been bearish on being bearish. It's a very smart quote. So what I'm trying to say is this. Is say that, right, maybe they shouldn't be so bearish. Yes, that's simply put, okay? Because bears, obviously, you are bears, then you will be bearish with everything. All right, even good news, you also say bad news and everything. So that's the reason why recently it's all right, when the market is just doing up, down, not really moving particularly sideways. A lot of traders are feeling the hit. A lot of traders are feeling the hit. And they felt that, right, it's very difficult to, get involved with this, okay? All right, they feel the thing here. So that's the reason why I can understand this. And of course, now with today's MAO, I couldn't tell you this. It will really going to rub them off and traders may get, oh my God, I shouldn't move right now. Something like that, okay? So I need to let you know first. So, of course, we know that this is the earnings season. This is the earnings season. So, let's see the numbers right now. So, we have Alphabet and Microsoft, Visa, all coming out their reports. So, let's take a look at their reports right now. A quick one. Okay. Okay, so first of all, we have Alphabet. Okay. Right, Alphabet misses on the earnings and revenue for the second quarter. It misses. I told you it misses, right? But very interesting, the share price actually went up. Okay, that means that the share price actually goes higher despite they miss the earnings and revenue, but still the share price goes up. You see that? This is how Wall Street play this game. All right, Microsoft misses estimate, but stock up on rosy guidance. It means that they're looking at forward guidance right now. So again, this is how Wall Street play this game. So it's not about the data. It's not about the earnings. It's seriously about how Wall Street want to play this game. So if Wall Street want to push the market up itself, you can tell me everything in the world, but the price will still go higher. So that's the reason why I tell you this, guys. Follow the OP rule. Follow MLP rule, your life will be easy. Let's take a look at this both counter right now. A quick one, yeah. You can see right now, let's see Alphabet. Okay, let's look at Alphabet right now. You can see this is the share price, okay. Look at it. Okay, yesterday I told you, right, for Alphabet itself, right, the share price, you have to take note of that, okay. So you can see that the price in the day during yesterday. Okay, wait a minute. There's something. Okay. All right. It actually opens and went down. That's during the trading day on Tuesday. Then, of course, after market close, the share price actually went up. Okay. But you can see right now, I told you, right, 106 will be a very critical support level, which on the cash market, it broke below, but in the aftermarket itself is trading higher right now. So my view is still the same. I still expect to buy Apple at only, buy this Alphabet at $100 only. Yeah, indeed. I already tell you that that's how I feel about the market. Then of course, the next one is Microsoft. Now, yesterday, someone asked me how I feel Microsoft, and I told you, right, likelihood the data will not be good. So what happened? You can see on Microsoft. Yes, indeed, Microsoft share actually came down right yesterday. Exactly, I told you that if it couldn't come down, 250 will be the support, and really the market hit 250 and really rebounded. So in case you say, got to talk about this thing, yeah, yesterday I did a special US market segment. You can go back to it. You can see that I actually wrote there, Microsoft, there will be support at 250, And indeed, spot on. And after that itself, right, if you have bought 250, then now you're holding on profit because now the share price actually trade higher. Okay. So this is something that you must take a look at this. Very, very interesting. All right. Very, very interesting. Okay. So that is what we have. Okay. That's what we have. And today, we have Meta after market close. All right. Now, Meta, let's take a look at Meta right now. That's Facebook, right? Give me a moment. Okay, let's take a look at Meta, Facebook. Okay. Okay, now this is Meta. Take a look. I told you that Meta will likely be coming down. Okay, I tell you that most likely Meta is going to come down. And I said that most likely we'll see lower level. Now I'm still looking at Meta to hit 130. I already said that most likely Meta will hit 130. So of course, at yesterday, it already traded lower and it's actually down very dangerously at the support level. But I believe that the earnings will not be good, in my opinion. So likelihood we will see 130 coming in. But again, we have seen how Microsoft and this Alphabet recover during the after market close. So again, all this is all outright manipulation. So you can give yourself a room for that. But 130 will be a very good price for me, in my opinion. Yeah, 130. Okay, all right. So after that, on Thursday, we're going to have will be this Amazon and Roku and Intel. All right. So let's take a look on this. Okay, now I want to share with you something about here itself, which is Walmart. Okay, that's why I say we added a little bit of time today. Now, Walmart, if you notice, Walmart is not supposed to have their earnings. Right, not supposed to have. Okay, there's no. Okay, look at Walmart. Okay, let's just check Walmart here. Okay, take a look. Now, Walmart, right, the earnings is not supposed to be until the 16th of August, okay? So which means got nothing to do with them. But out of nowhere itself, right, Walmart came out and slashed profit outlook and sends warning about the state of American consumer. Now, out of nowhere, right, it's not even it was not even in the what do you call announcement list, right? Walmart just came out and said, you know what, our earnings may not be good. That is very interesting. Why would they want to do that? Okay, so we don't know what happened, but it happened. And because of that, it's all right. You can see Walmart price. You can see Walmart price, right? Traded lower yesterday. Okay, Walmart price traded lower. And if you look at the 15-minute chart, right, you can see what happened. Very interesting. Okay, you can take a look right now. You can see the share price actually gapped down, right? Okay. Now, why am I want to talk about Walmart out of nowhere? Because Walmart itself is one of the it's like a little bit of your NTUC in Singapore. So if let's say they are telling you that they are not doing that well, right, it actually will have a spillover effect to a lot of retail and consumer products. Okay. Now, again, why do I bring this? Because I want to tell you something very interesting. Now, watch this itself. Do you notice that as the price was coming downwards on Monday? All right, there was a sudden increment in volume here. So can you see that? There's a sudden increment, right? Now look at it. This is a 15-minute candle, which is nothing fantastic. The candle is not very big, but you notice that the volume suddenly very big, right? Yeah, okay. Suddenly bigger than normal for the whole entire day, right? Okay, what actually happened? Now the question is this: do you believe that market is able to be manipulated, or do you think that market can be manipulated? Now, I've been telling this to all my students that a market can be manipulated because anything that do with money is all right. A lot of things can happen. So I want to share with you something on the side note. Yeah, watch this, guys. Okay. Now, apparently it's all right. Walmart, okay, on the day 25th of July, which is 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago on the 25th of July, 2 days ago at about 3:30 p.m. US time. All right, that's about half an hour before closing, which is here. All right, very interesting. Then somehow someone went in to buy the put option on Walmart, and the figure was 349,000. Okay, now someone went in to do a shorts, okay, to buy the put on Walmart. And the interesting thing is, after that, the next day before market open, Walmart came out and say, okay, we have this thing. So obviously, all right, itself, right, you can see the price itself was at 131.75, okay, just before the market close. Now the price is 122. Wow, immediately it's out. That's a great amount of profit for a very, very cheap price. Okay, so you can see that this is what have happened. Incredible. And of course, for the person who did it, congratulations, because it's good money, it's instant profit. But the thing is this, I repeat once again, this earnings, so-called this outlook was never scheduled. It's not scheduled at all. It's just last minute or came out from nowhere. So why would have happened? Oh, this guy must have a great crystal ball at home, or this person knows something and then activated the trade. So now I'll share, why am I sharing this? Tell you that this is how the Wall Street play this game. As long as someone knows something, sometime in life, it just happened for a reason. Okay, so that will give me a bit of a lead up to what I'll share later in the alternate market news. Okay, so now the thing is this is my chart that I show you guys over the last few days. So people have been asking me, Kel, can you update this on a regular basis? Okay, I'm gonna update this right now for you. I'm gonna bring a chart in right now. Okay, once again, this is my role to share this with you. Okay, no problem. I share you right now. A moment, yeah. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the S&P 500 chart, and you can see it live for yourself. Well, seemingly it's still following exactly what it's supposed to do. Okay, all right. So very interesting. So to me is that as long as this line doesn't break, everything is still on the way going down. But of course, if it breaks, then the upside is going to be pretty clear. So this is how I look at it. Again, everybody take a look right now. If the S&P 500 breaks above this trend line, that this is quite a major trend line, I believe that 4096 will be cleared easily. All right. On a flip note itself, right? If it doesn't, then I'm basically 38.55 will be the level that I think the S&P will be heading. So very clear that I'm just showing you live exactly what you can do as a trader. And then after that, you trade according to plan. So of course, again, everybody has their own way of drawing. I'm not saying mine is better or mine is the correct one, but as long as you guys make money, that is most important. Okay. All right. So let's update you live right now. Okay. Okay, so at the moment now, the fear and greed index is still trading at 35. Okay, it's trading at 35. So I'm going to go live to show you the current numbers. This is 35. And of course, we have yesterday still 35. Very interesting. So we are talking about the numbers staying at 35. Despite whatever happened, it doesn't change. So if you look back again, right, how does this indicator comes around again? It's based on market momentum. The market momentum now is still trading below the 125-day moving average, and it's extreme fear at the moment. Interesting. But the thing is that the price, the stock price strength is about the net new 52 weeks high and low on NYSE. And very interesting, the number now is actually at this point here itself at minus 3.25, which means that this is no longer a fear, but it's a greed. That means that people are actually very comfortable to buy stocks. Wait a minute, how come? I thought you're having fear right now? That's the point. So you see, price action versus the sentiment is so different. And that's the reason why I'm sharing with you this, okay? Very important. Now, the market price breadth, okay, that means that in terms of the stock price at the moment overall is extremely fear. And this is so bad that it's the lowest level since July. But wait a minute, I don't understand. How come stock price breadth can be so low and strength is there? That's why selected counters. Some of the selected counters are doing very, very well right now, but some counters or majority of the counters are not doing that well. And that's the problem here. Right, continue. Now the put and call option. Now put and call option shows this show that now it's at 0.89. That means that there are lesser people actually into the put option right now. So 0.89. Actually, that means that the market itself, right? Excuse me. As you can see, right? You see here, this is the lowest point, right? That's November the 9th. Okay, just take note of that, November 9th. Okay, I'll bring back to you. Do take a look. It'll be easier to explain from this view. Now, November the 9th, if you remember the number, November the 9th is somewhere around here. Okay, so that is where the S&P 500 was trading at 4,700. Okay, and that was a time whereby the market was going up every day. So, whoa, what's a great run here? Okay, every day goes up. So if you look back again, right? Oops, sorry. All right, right here itself, right? That means at the time itself, okay, the number of people itself who is bullish is very low. All right, actually it's more like call put option, but they twisted it because if you look at here itself, right, the fear and greed index using it itself, right, a ratio above 1 is considered bearish. All right, so that means at the time itself, right, when the 9th of November, it was a 0.46, that means the market was very, very bullish, okay? So it should be a call put, all right, instead. But you put call, okay, that means the number of put versus call is actually a lower number. Okay, so anyway, just to let you know that over here itself now is trading at 0.8389, so which means that the market is kind of bullish, okay, kind of bullish, okay? All right. Now back here itself in this point here, whereby it's at June 16, it hit above, okay, above 1, right? And that was where the S&P 500 was at the low end. Can you see that? Okay, so simply put, if the number goes higher, that means that everybody is very, very bearish. All right, if it's at the low end, that means the market is very bullish. Okay, all right. So the thing is this, the market volatility itself now is actually at a very sideways ground, very neutral. That's why it's looking at that. And of course, the safe haven demand, which is the bond market, is at the lower left level. So again, that shows that the people are more keen to buy into the stock market. And of course, the junk bond demand is still at the high level, which means that people are very fearful. Okay, so what I'm trying to say over here, overall, is telling you that actually there are people buying already. That means that there are people who are optimistic, there are people who are buying, even though that the market itself is still at the lower end, but the buying has come in. So that's why now you can see the fear and greed index itself, right, is still hovering, but it's above the average out. So that means that more and more people are actually on the buy side for time being. Okay, all right, more to the buy side. So what we saw was that we can see on the consumer confidence right now, I told you that the number will be lower, and indeed it really went lower, but the market care, the market doesn't care. All right, I told you that new home sales will be lower. Indeed, the new home sales is lower, but the market care, the market doesn't care. So which means that, right, whatever economics figures that's being thrown to the market right now, no matter how negative it is, the market don't care. They just want to buy, they just want to buy, they just want to buy. Okay, so today we have the durable goods. Okay, the number is expected to be lower. The pending home sales to go negative, and we have the crude inventories are supposed to be negative. So again, that will show you that the market is already expecting the economic to be bad, but the market just doesn't care because the buying is there. Now, of course, we have later on tonight at 2 a.m. we have the FOMC meeting at this 2 a.m. All right, the result will be out. Very high chance we are 75 basis point. So today, most likely the market will be sideways, leaning towards the buy side. If you ask me. Okay, and this is where it gets very interesting. I'll talk about this shortly. Now, the Q on Q, which is quarter on quarter, right? Apparently, they are looking at a 0.5. That means that it should be a good number because the market was expecting a back-to-back negative quarter. But for some interesting thing, the analysts and forecasts are looking at 0.5%. Okay. But the Atlanta numbers are not showing that, right? So that is where it gets very interesting. I'll talk about this later on during the alternate market news. Yeah, I'll share a bit more. But like I say again, the initial jobless claim shows that the economy is not doing as well as what we are looking at. But does the market care and bother? Well, sorry, the market don't care. The market is not bothered. So again, this tells you a lot about the current situation right now. So let's talk about the US market first. The Dow Jones shed 200 points after the Walmart profit warning. So again, it was not expected. It was really unexpected. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, there's some PowerPoint issue. Moment. Okay, so let's take a look now. Okay, first of all, US stock came down because of Walmart cutting their earnings forecast. and that drive things down. And of course, this actually cuts its quarter and full year earnings because of the rising food inflation, which we all know that is definitely for true. We all know the feeling. And of course, that bring down the share price, and Coles and Target all came down yesterday. Now, the thing is this, food, of course, is very important. If food prices is increasing and people not buying, that will hit the bottom line. Now, of course, there are companies also getting hit, like say General Motors, when the inflation is up itself, right? The company also missed their own earnings. And UPS also down because they reported decline in international and supply chain. Interesting. But the question is, how come this company, they reported decline and the share price goes down? How come this Alphabet and Microsoft also came out? The earnings are so good, but it went up. As I say again, the market, if you want to buy, they have all the reason for you to buy. Now, very interesting, Coca-Cola went up by 1.6% instead because the beverage giant top earnings and revenue. So that means that, right, like it or not, it's a $1, $2 Coca-Cola will not hurt consumer. People will still drink. They'll drink even more. Maybe the sugar drink will be their food. So the thing is this, undeniable Coca-Cola, this counter, I want to talk about it. Okay, this counter is all right. It's one counter that you can consider to be looking at it in the long haul. Now, as we know, Coca-Cola is one of this this company that Warren Buffett loved. All right, you can see this is what happened. The share price actually gap up. Now, if you look carefully on Coca-Cola in terms of the chart movement, right, you can see since January this year, Coca-Cola price was at $53, okay? But today is at $63. So which means that, right, while S&P 500 is down by 15%, Coca-Cola share price is up by almost about 10 to 15%. Yeah, sorry, 20% in fact. So this actually shows that, right, this counter got a lot of room to go higher. So let's take a look at Coca-Cola in terms of long term. Yeah, let's just gonna make the chart a bit smaller to see. Can you see right now? Right, apparently this counter is all right. Since its beginning until now has been a very stable company. So from 2015 until now, it's still mounting higher. And of course, if you look at it in the history, we're going to go into week form example. You can see this. This counter is really a very good counter to keep for long term. All right, since 1987, even back then itself, when Wall Street crashed until today. Now, when 1987 Wall Street crashed, that price itself was trading at about maybe about $1, $2 or $3. Today itself is $63. Oh my goodness, how many baggers is this? All right, even when it was at the high where the Nasdaq bubble was, it came down all the way, but once it hit this point here at $20, it was a steal, and of course after that it went up. Then during the pandemic, it came down all the way to $36, and then after that now it's 63. So what I'm trying to say is this. This counter is really a worth counter. If let's say any reason causes this counter to really slam down again, you should be buying this counter because this is going to be a very safe defensive counter. Right, very, very, very safe. Okay, so this counter should be in your watch list. Anytime if it goes down maybe to $50 or more, this is a good buy. All right, $50 or more, it'll be a very, very good buy on this counter. Okay, so that's all I'm talking about this counter, Coca-Cola. All right, and of course, now obviously again, when the market is down, they talk about inflation. When the market is up again, the is peaking. So this is how the boys play this game. Now we all know that the bottom line for today is that we're going to expect a a percentage hike, 75 basis point, no matter how. Okay, all right. Right, let's look at the other news in the market first before we move to the alternative market news that the one that we're waiting for. Okay, so we have going to have Apple. Now, Apple earnings will give us a peek into the mindset of the high-end consumer. And of course, market is expecting Apple to come out a good, better than expected result. So let's see how it goes, but I don't think so. My view is no, but of course, the market is betting yes, so I won't want to fight the market. Now, Twitter definitely will be down, in my opinion. Twitter says that it's significantly slow hiring during the second quarter. So, of course, with the current escapade with this Elon Musk, we're going to wait for a while, but I'm going to be pretty clear that we are going to expect a pretty more downside for this counter, okay? All right, so that is what I have for you in terms of news from today. We have more in the alternate market news, and it's coming up right now, okay? So earlier itself, right, I was asking you guys how many of you are bullish and how many are bearish, and most of you, majority of you are actually both sides. So of course, there's a good reason for that because the market has been not going down, right? Okay, let's take a look. Now, JP Morgan now has reiterated that their S&P 500 target will be 4,900. Wow. Currently now, where is S&P 500? First, let's take a look right now. Yeah, the S&P 500. Okay, let's take a look. The S&P 500 now, if you look at your screen right now, S&P 500 now is trading at 39.21. Okay, 39.21, and very clearly itself, right? If let's say now you're looking about 4,900 as a target, so you'll be somewhere around here. So you're telling me that now the next few months the market will steadily go all the way up to 4,900. Okay, so that is the view of JP Morgan. Well, let me put it this way. If it's really going to go to 4,900 by soon, right? They should really now sell off everything in their portfolio and all into S&P 500. Because this, from now, 3,900, okay, to this 4,900, this is another 8%, okay, 8% upside, okay, 8%, yeah? Sorry, not 8%, cannot be. Wait a minute. 10. Yeah, sorry, it's more than 20%, okay, 20%. So 20% upside. Wow. If they all in right now, they should make a lot of money, meaning go long in everything, in every aspect. Then they should make a lot of money, because if S&P 500 really go to 4,009, wow, that will be a solid return, right, for this company. Now, do note JP Morgan, especially that guy called Marco, all right, the guy who have been calling for, he's their chief analyst, have been calling for buy since start of January. Every time when the market is moving up, he called for buy. But very incredibly, almost every time he called for buy, the market came off. But of course, recently he got it correct. I'll cover this in a short moment time, yeah? Okay, so what happened now is this, okay? All right, Morgan Stanley also now seemingly has changed a little bit of the position. Now, Morgan Stanley is one of the very few people who have been calling for, few entities calling for sell, and they say that it will go down to 3,400 for the trough. But the thing is this, for the last few weeks, we can see from S&P 500, right? The lowest it went was only around 3,600, okay? 3,600 is the level that the S&P moved, okay? 3,400 is where the expectation, the trough will be. But at the moment now, it doesn't seem to be happening, right? Okay. Now, if you look at it again, if you have been eagle eye with this, take a look here. The S&P 500 right now, right? Okay, as you can see on the screen right now, 3,400 will be somewhere around here, and that will be below the bear territory. All right, 3,855 is the bear territory. But if you're going to go down to 3,004, it will confirm be a bear. So by right itself, right, that means the market will be a bear market, and you'll take a few years by right to recover, right? But with this information right now, everybody take a look. This is the latest update by Wall Street S&P call. And the number one spot is JP Morgan, who is very confident and put down there 4,900. Then if you look down the list all the way, so right, even Morgan Stanley is saying that, okay, they're looking at 3,009 by the end of the year. Wow, okay. So they were bearish, but now they also increased their year-end target to 3,900. The only one that's still sticking to the bottom itself is Bank of America, and I suspect that maybe sooner or later they may also reiterate. So, or change their numbers. So what I'm trying to say is this: if you look carefully right now, just a couple of weeks ago, these people were all looking at a lower number between 3,008 to 4,002. Suddenly, every one of them is looking at minimally 4,000, because you can see the last one, UBS, also looking at least 4,150. So Citibank, UBS, Wealth say that the US earnings and holding is better than fear, and they felt that, right, this is a great time to buy. Although the overall at the moment now is not fantastic, but they do expect it to go higher. And they do see that there's a potential of more than 13% growth. All right. And this is from Citibank. Okay. Citibank. Okay. So what do you think, guys? With everyone now, everyone in the list, at least 80% to 90% are all calling for 4,000. I think right now, right, you should really consider to just go in, buy the S&P 500 and wait for 5-6 months and then make money. Don't you agree with that? Right? Because this is what the boys are all saying right now. This is what it is. Really, this is a really, and this is a year-end target and collected by CNBC. So guys, what do you think? All right, so that is something to take note of. Okay. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. I went back to look at what this Marko Kolonovic said, right? And I realized that he did say this on the 24th of June. He expects a 7% increment. Okay. So I went back to look at it, right? Of course, this is 24th June. That means on the 23rd June will be the number. All right. So 23rd of June, I noticed that, right? This is the average number, about 3750. And you realize that, okay, after that, when he gave the view, the next day, the market really went up. Wow. Okay. And very interesting. Every time when S&P 500 pulls back to 750, almost immediately it will rebound. After that, come down again, rebounded. Wow. Okay. So what made me think is that maybe someone just cannot be wrong. Yeah. I want to make sure that he'll be right. So I take this number now, 3750, and multiply this by 1.07. That means that, right, if let's say we are looking at S&P 500, right, to be up by 7% according to what JP Morgan Marko say. So I take 3750, multiply by 1.07, that means 7% higher, right? You get a number. What number do you get? You get this number. This number is 4, excuse me. This number is 4012. Can you see that? 4012. So 4012, familiar, right? Why do I talk about this 4012? Because I'll tell you now, sometime itself, this is really what I call boys. Okay, when the boys have things to have coming agenda, you had to take note of that. Okay, so what I did was I checked the S&P 500 right now. Let's take a look. Now the S&P 500, right, recently has also have been trying to stabilize. Now let's take a look, everybody. If you look at the chart right now, okay, let's take a look. Where's the high? Yes, indeed. This is a high recently, right? The high itself was 4012. No kidding, no kidding. Take a look, everybody. Take a look. I show you. No kidding. Look at top left corner. You see this? I move the thing to there, right? I move it to the day itself. Look at it, guys. Look at the top left corner. Right, look at it. 4012. Oh my goodness. Guys, don't you think it's incredible? If you think it's incredible itself, right? Quickly now, give me all the emoticons, right? Give me all the like, L-I-K-E, right? Put that L-I-K-E like, and also love this chart, and also like my sharing, and give me all the nice emoticons right now. Oh my goodness, this is really ridiculous. That is the reason why I want to share this with you, okay? Really, really incredible. All right, for those who still don't understand what's going on, right, watch here itself one more time. If I move the mouse to this point here itself, which is happened to be the peak of the S&P 500 on the 22nd of July. Look at it, 4012, the top, the high, and the number that I calculated for you. Now, I really did not do reverse engineering. I just basically went back to look at what Marko said, and then look at the number and look at S&P 500. I noticed that this 3750, every time it reached there, every time rebound. So I just tell myself, if there's someone who's cornering the market as well, it must be someone at the big boys. So what I did is I just take this and combine and then multiply, and wow, mind blowing. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is really incredible. So that is my point here. Now you understand why itself, right? Ever since that day itself, for some strange reason, the market has stopped going up. And why the last 2 days, the market come off. So now everybody, 3750 is going to be a very, very critical S&P 500 level. The market must hold above it. As long as the market can hold above it, you no need to worry. The market is still going to be bullish for time being right now. So I'm going to put it for you now, 3750, right? Put it down, 3750. Okay. So as long as the market stays above 3750, S&P 500 is very, very safe. But if market loses 3750, that means if the market go below 3750, I'm so sorry, the selling will really come in. Okay. So how low could it go? Likelihood it will go down by 7%. So how much is that again? So 3750 multiply by 0.93, you get a number. And that number itself will be this number. Interesting. The next number will be 3488. Wow, nice number, right? 3488. Okay, all right. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that number that this Mike Wilson say? Yeah, in a way, 3400, but yeah, we move on, okay? So, guys, this is the number for you. 3750 S&P 500 cash market. If it goes down, 3488 will be next, okay? So again, whether it will be like this happening, I'll let you decide, okay? I'm not here to tell you what is right or wrong. You make your own final decision, yeah? Okay. Now, with that itself, right, why am I talking about this? Because on Thursday at 8:30 p.m., US will come out their second quarter to quarter, excuse me, second quarter GDP numbers, and the numbers expecting to be positive, right? But very interesting, White House on the 21st of July, which is just last week, they came out and very clearly tell the whole world what is a recession, okay? They're teaching the whole world now what is a recession. While some maintain that 2 consecutive quarters of failing real GDP constitute to a recession, but this is neither the official definition nor the way economists evaluate. Wait a minute, huh? I mean, I learned this from economics, right? 101. Whole world know that 2 quarters of GDP negative is equal to recession, right? We all know that. Are you telling me now that all the students who write this is wrong right now? So apparently White House says that it is not. In fact, itself, right, you have to look at it from a very holistic view, okay? So even that it's not a recession. So it's unlikely that the decline in GDP in the first quarter of this year, even though followed by the GDP last quarter, indicates a recession. So in short itself, White House is telling you, no, recession cannot be counted by this way. Huh? Okay. All right. So what we do is this: we went to Investopedia and take a look. And Investopedia say a recession is a macroeconomic term that refers to a significant decline in the general economic activity in a designated region. It has been typically recognized as 2 consecutive quarters of economic decline as reflected by GDP in conjunction with monthly indicators such as the rise in unemployment, which is true, is equivalent. All right. But again, they say it's not really. Oh my God. So, okay. So, okay, I leave it there. Okay. The second way is this, to check whether or not, right, whether how is the bank yields is going on. Now, the thing is this, you can see right now, the 2-year yield is now higher than the 10-year yield. Wait a minute. Cannot be, right? Yes, it's happening, my friend. The second year, the 2-year is now higher than the 10-year. What does it mean? It means that, okay, it means that the people now are willing to lend, but they want a higher return because they are not very favorable on the future. So that's the reason why the yield now is at 3%, while the 10-year yield now is 2.8%. And do note, this has been ongoing for months already. So again, this is very clear that the problem is happening in US, but still to them, nope, this is not how we calculate. So the thing is this, let's look at this one now. Now, tomorrow, the Atlanta will come out and update their Federal Reserve GDP numbers. Now, hopefully the numbers have tweaked a little bit. If they need to tweak it up, they better tweak it. But if they don't tweak it or they really come out the truth, then this is a problem because this data is going to come out. And then after that, it's all right, it'll be ahead of the GDP numbers. So that's why tomorrow will be a very big day for a lot of things. So be very careful on this here itself, right? They're going to update this later today. And that means that you will have a prelude of what may happen tomorrow in terms of GDP numbers. This is going to be crazy. All right. So like I say again, guys, if let's say the boys are not calling for sell or they don't want to sell, there's no way the market can sell. Because you can see now, right, even though we all learned it in school that GDP numbers is based on that, but I can tell you now, right now, no, it can be use it as a guidance only. Wow, okay? So the thing is this, that is where I get a little bit upset. Look at it again, this thing here. Now, this is the Bank of America Global Fund Manager Survey. Now, I don't know how true is this, but it has its background over here. So look at it now. The fund manager cash level now is at the highest level. Oh my God, highest level. Wait a minute. Now, the last time this happened was in April, and they say the cash market at the highest, but we know that after that, right, the market actually rebounded. Let's look back to April again. Let's take a look. Okay, let's look at S&P 500 again. Back in April. Okay, you can take a look right now. April 2020, yeah? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I changed it to weekly, a bit easier. Okay, let's take a look on the market. You can see. All right. So in 2020, April was here, around this area, whereby the cash by the fund manager was at the highest, right? You saw in the report, right? And then after that, what happened? Slowly but surely, the market went up all the way. So the funds came in to buy up. So that's why you can see over here that after April, the peak, right? The market, the number dropped significantly. Okay. So that means a lot of funds came in to buy. All right. So you look at the date itself, right? Every time when there's a significant increase, there's a significant amount of cash on hand, usually that is where the market actually bottom. So are we saying that now, right, with the cash now market, the cash is so heavy right now, very soon this amount of money is going to enter the market? Yes. This is why there's a very high chance the third quarter to fourth quarter of the year itself, right, there will be a lot of funds coming in, if let's say they are going to come in and going to buy up the market. So the question is this, that means that it's very bullish already. Let's buy. Like I say, yes, by right it is, but let me finish up this, then you make a final decision. Yeah, hold on. So you can see, but now, right, the investors are not comfortable. In fact, it's all right. The figure now is actually at a very low level. And in fact, this is so low that is now probably at the lowest level since the 1994. So that means the last 20 years is all right. We are at the lowest level. So again, say, hey, that's good. If everybody is so negative, it's all right, then this is a good time to buy into the market. Yes, again, I totally agree with you with this statement. If you look at it, then Cal, then why are you not calling for a buy it right now, right? That is the problem here itself, right? Now take a look over here. This is the small trader, I mean the retail trader put and call or premium, right? So again, you can see that whenever you are at a very high level, the market will bottom out, right? True, right? No. I want you to watch carefully on this once again. Now, definitely now for this at the moment now, still got a lot of people looking to buy into the put market, and the number is very high. Okay, now watch carefully. When it's rising itself, right, you notice that the market will go into capitulation. That means that there will be some selling that's going to be extreme. All right, then after that, the market will really bottom. And of course, after that, we have one of the biggest rally of all time. Okay, so now the question is this. Now the put and call for the retail are very heavy right now, but the market is nowhere near that capitulation that what I'm trying to say. So to me, there's a missing element here itself. Something is missing. Something is missing. I feel that we need to have a sell-off, then the real deal will come in. So which means that, right, in my opinion, it's all right. Everything looks good, that there should be a bull market. But with everybody now so bullish, the fund managers so bullish, and it seems like by statistic, it's like die must buy, right? As a trader for 22 years, I can tell you this, when everything looks so good, something is wrong. So to me, it's all right. Something is just wrong somewhere. And I don't know how to tell you this. All right, of course, in my own opinion, it's all right. I feel that, right, something big is brewing. But I cannot deny that the statistics itself, the numbers, the pattern, the seasonal are all leaning towards the buy side. So that's the reason why today is right. I'm sharing all this with you for you to make a decision on your own. Okay. So to me itself, right, I feel that yes, that the next few months the market will go up, but there's something must be done first so that the boys can come in. So at the moment now, with such a bullish and everything is so clear, it's like it's a no-brainer to buy. But if it's going to be a no-brainer to buy, then why would they tell you? So that is my question here itself. Do you understand my point? So this is where it is right now. I don't know, but I just want to tell you that it's kind of confusing. And I want to tell you that you have to think carefully. All right. But generally speaking, long term, definitely for sure, it's all right. The money will come into the system, and yes, the market will go up. So now recently, I saw a lot of trainers are calling for sell, telling you bearish market, right? I kind of don't really agree with this certain thing, but I cannot deny that, right? I still believe that there must be a sell down first so that people will jump in and get hit by the market. And then that is the real deal. And that is where you should be buying and buying all the way up until the end of the year. Okay? Got my point now? So if you understand what I just said itself, right? If you understand, please key the word understood. If you don't understand, right, just key the word don't understand. Okay, I want to just see how's your view right now before I go into my charts. Okay, so guys, do me a little favor. I want to see how many of you understand what I'm trying to share the last 15 minutes and how many of you understood versus how many of you are kind of lost by me right now because I care what I'm trying to say. Okay, because it's really very difficult to try to tell someone certain thing itself when the numbers and facts and figures just doesn't make sense in a way. But of course, if you're looking from a very objective point of view itself, right, then you will know that something happened for a reason. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. There's quite a bit of people. Yes, King Hua, you're actually very right. The recession being redefined. Redefined recession. This is crazy. But that's how White House and they play this game. Okay. Thank you, Joe, who understands. Stephen understood. Loin understand. Sherwin. Okay. Louis, Susan, Kelza. Wow, you guys all understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, all right. So let's go to the charts right now before the market open for the Hong Kong market. Let's go. Now, China A50 is still coming down right now. And I can tell you this, honestly, I still believe that China is going to go down further. All right. Now, I already told you 14109 is a very, very important psychological, technical level that I've been saying. And now it's trading below the MA30 and trading below the MA200. That confirmed the selling side. And of course, you can see that the trend line that I built for you, let's show it to you a bit. You can see right here, this is a trend line that I built in. And you can see that the market is really following to the T. And because of that is following, that means that the market itself is still going to have some selling point. Now, if this is going to continue, I still believe that China A50 is going to come down to 13,491. All right. Now, China now, the biggest problem is that there's a lot of this China property now is actually in a very serious trouble because the developer can't continue their development because they are running out of funds and they really want their so-called buyers to come in to give them the money. But because of the current situation right now where a lot of companies and developers, they take the money and they run because they know that they can't deliver. So now there is a there's a paradox here whereby it's like they don't know what to do. Right, so a lot of people say, yeah, forget it. I'd rather lose the 15% or 20% that I pay rather than I put in the whole 100%. Then after that, right, I don't even get the unit. So there's this terminology called Lan Wei Lo. All right, it's about this. And this is going to be very crazy because this could spill over like a Lehman Brothers thingy whereby the price can really, really drive the whole economy down because property is obviously a very important thing. So I don't know how the Chinese are going to solve it itself, but it's going to have a spiral effect. So what I'm saying here is actually the same thing. So that's why I believe that China market will come down to 13,491 unless there's a change in terms of direction. Okay. All right. That's the first thing I see for China market. Now let's look at US market right now. US. Now for today, US market itself is very clear. It's a buy at the moment right now. I repeat, it's a buy. Why is that so? First of all, the opening price today, today's opening price is at this 31,807, right? That's the opening price. And the MLP itself, as you can see, the MLP is trading at 31,841. So as long as the market stays above MLP, the market should be going up itself, right? Okay, should be going up. All right. Okay. So Cheng Kui says that the Chinese government set up a real estate fund to support. Yeah, I really hope they do it, because if not, it could be serious trouble. But this is a trillion market. So a trillion RMB market. So I don't know how much money can they do, but of course, any help would be good. All right, Corinne, you're still blur, or with whatever I say, no problem. I say again, I also feel that way too. Okay, all right. Okay, so anyway, for today, the market now, as long as it stays above MLP at 31,841, the market is still going to be looking for the upside. Where will be the first resistance? Very interesting. The first resistance will be at 32,067, which incidentally happened to be the BMB RL level 2. So that's the reason why I felt that the market could be going up towards this figure. Yeah. Okay, there's some question here by Terrence. The other time you share chart, each time FOMC US Dow Jones go up, will it be the same today? Well, like I say, if this is what I'm looking at the chart right now, this Terrence, as long as the market stays above 31,841, I would say that yes, the market's still going to go up. Yeah, undeniable. And of course, you can see that my KSI also shows that the KSI is green in color and it's uptick. So today, definitely the market is leaning towards the buy side for today. Yeah, at least for now. All right, the thing is this, only if the market loses 31,683, then we can see some selling. Now, what I'm trying to say is this, to make it easier for Karine and everybody, look at the chart right now here. You see, this is the Dow Jones the last 5-6 days. Look at it. We have all the negative news. The earnings are not special. In fact, the negative earnings are there, but the market just refused to go down. Why? As you can see, the KSI shows that the boys are buying. That's the first thing first. Number two, you can see that, right, the S&P 500 rating by all the boys are so bullish. So it becomes like, why don't buy? Because if there's no way it can go down, then why don't I just go and buy into the market? And that is the sentiment and the thing that what is going now across everybody. So undeniable is right. I'm not half surprised today the market will go up. But the question is this, if everybody thinks that it should go up itself, right? We all know that in history, when everybody is on one side of it, things will always go the other side, okay? All right, things will go to the other side. And that's the reason why am I sharing this information with you. But of course, as of today, right now, as I say for today, the market is definitely going to be leaning towards the buy side, okay? For now, because it's actually now trading above the OP and the MLP for now. So the market is definitely leaning towards the buy side. Yeah? I already repeated 3 times to you. Hopefully you have already understand what I just say using the TWB system. Okay. All right. So unless the market can stay, goes below MLP, if not at the moment now, the market will be leaning towards the buy side. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Clear. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, straight away, so I got messages coming in already. So obviously asking me, so okay, it means that the market is going to go up. I say that as long as the MLP is there, you cannot deny this. So that means that the boys, whether you like it or not, is coordinately so they are buying up the market. So of course, if you coordinate to buy together, it's going to be very difficult for the market to come down. You must understand this. If they coordinate to buy up itself, it's going to be very difficult, right? That means the market will just have to could be pumped up. But after they pump it itself, right, as we know in history, after they pump enough, usually the opposite will happen, right? So that means that after they pump it up, they draw people in. And then when everybody is down very, 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 very bullish, that is where things happen. Because market is like that. When the market is down, right, no one dare to sell. Okay, everybody just everybody dump the market. So after that, it's like the low end, people don't dare to buy, right? Okay, though if you don't dare to buy and the boys need to get out, right, what they do? So you notice that market will only start to buy when the market goes up. So when I say market itself, you're talking about the retailer. So retailer will only buy stocks when they chase after stocks. So that's the reason why the boys at the low end will be buying and buying and buying. Then after that, they'll tell you a lot of negative stuff. And then after that itself, right, when people are dumping it, they collected it. So after the dumping is all over, and they push the price up slowly, then of course short sellers will come in to short the market, and then the boys will keep on pumping the price higher and higher each time, and that will knock off all the short sellers. And then when the short sellers are knocked off from the game itself, right, the price will be higher, then the boys will push it up, and that is where the retail will come in and say, okay, coast is clear, let's jump in again. Now they just sold at a low recently, but when the price goes up again, they will chase in to buy. And when they chase in to buy, and that is where the boys will unload to them, and the whole cycle just repeat. Can you understand my point? So that's the reason why I'm not even surprised to see market going up at the moment right now. But if the market cannot hold certain position, then the selling will come in. So we need to have that whole thing together. Yeah. So it's just not about just price action. You must understand how the boys psychologically play this game. Okay. So that is the Dow Jones for now. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ is very clear already. We saw it, right? It's a CCYR about 4 days ago, and I've been telling you guys to sell on the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ has came down. Then, of course, the KSI turned red, and it was a KSI jump, so that even confirmed the selling in the market. Okay, so what is happening right now for NASDAQ today? Now, NASDAQ, where is the opening price? The opening price is 12,178, right? That's the opening price of the day. And the MLP is now here. The MLP itself is trading at 12,234. Okay, so simply put itself, as long as the market stays above MLP today at 12,234, which is now above, the market will be up. Okay, and of course, including that today, the pivot one is 12,209. So it means that as long as the market is above OP, which is here at 178, and it's above pivot one, no matter how you tell me, definitely today is a buy for the NASDAQ. Yes. But because the KSI is red in color and it's uptick, right? So that means that each gantry you should take profit. That means that every time you see profit, you should take some profit from the market. Okay, that is how you should be trading with the market itself. Okay, so if you look at the 15-minute chart right now on the NASDAQ, right, you can see very clear. NASDAQ, the moment it opened this morning, once you open, it trades above the pivot one straight away. Above OP, above pivot one, above MLP is a buy. So you see now the NASDAQ is moving up. So you can see everything happen for a reason. As long as you follow rules, you should be fine as well. Okay. So unless the market pulls back below MLP, that is the first concern. Then after that, if it breaks below the pivot one, then the selling will come in. So to me itself, 12,209 will be a very critical level for NASDAQ. As long as the NASDAQ stays above 12,209, today is a buying day, at least for now. Got it? All right. So you can see now, I'm just basically showing you what I narrate to you guys during the revision yesterday, and you just had to follow through. Okay, S&P 500, same thing. S&P 500, the opening price is 39.38. Okay, and the MLP is 39.47. So as long as the current market now is trading above 39.47, today is a buy. So you can see now S&P 500 now is trading at 39.57. So that means that it's up by 10 points above the MLP. And that's the reason why, again, today is a buying day for now. The KSI is green in color and the MA30 is below you. So everything is bullish for now. So in short, as long as S&P 500 doesn't go below the MLP, there's nothing for you but to buy. Okay, so you can see very clearly on the screen right now that the market opening price is here. And once it goes above the MLP of the day, you can see very beautiful. The market knows where to stop. The market goes up. All right. So if the S&P go past 39.59, that means it will go even higher. Okay. All right. So watch out for this. And the boys, the last 2 hours have been buying. So again, all these transcend to whatever you learn and it's actually following. So guys, if you are public members, you find this chart looks very easy to trade with, just contact us through Facebook. We'll come back to you and we would like you to join our 18 final intake coached by Cal. All right, this is something that's going to happen. Okay, now let's look at the Hong Kong market right now. Hong Kong is going to open in about 4 minutes time. So let's go through the motion again. How do we trade? Now, the Hang Seng opening price today is 20,696, right? So what's MLP? The MLP is below 20,633. So very simple. Once the market loses MLP, no matter what I tell me, I'm a seller, right? Very, very simple. Okay. Moving average MA30 is above me, so that means the market is more towards the sell side. So overall, the market is more towards the sell side, and KSI is red. That means that the market is sell. So you can see now the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P 500 is a buy, but the Hang Seng to this is sell. And very interestingly, you can see Hang Seng is down, while Dow Jones and Nasdaq S&P is up. So you can see the difference here itself. It doesn't mean that US is up, right? Hong Kong must be up. No, not always like that. Follow the chart on its own will be the best deal, okay? So you can see on the Hang Seng 5-minute chart, right? You can see it actually performed the same way. So in the morning itself, right, the market ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. All right, very clear, it's ding dong. But once the market loses below the OP of the day, and then went below MLP, straight away, Hang Seng goes down already. All right, again, show you very clearly that the OP and MLP power is very good to trade. As long as you know how to utilize it, all right, you will win some money daily itself. Okay, then after that, we have the DAX coming in right now. So Hang Seng first. Hang Seng, if nothing goes wrong, Hang Seng should be going down. The number that I'm actually watching out will be here, 20,000. 20,049 is actually the BMB extension at the moment right now. The last time the market misses it by a few points and recover. So if the market loses the support now, the Hang Seng support level today will be at the BMB SL level at 20,543. Okay, this is the level here, 20,543. Now only if the market loses this number 543, then we can see potentially it may come down all the way to 20,049. Okay, but again, it not necessarily must happen in the same day unless something very dramatic happened in China, which I don't think so. Was half of the day already gone. So I don't think in today, but maybe the next few days, if the market stays below 2543, then there is a chance that to see this 20,049 happening for Hang Seng. Okay. All right, Hang Seng is going to open very, very, very soon. I think there will be a gap up. Yeah, because of the US futures is trading higher. So most likely there will be a bit of a gap up later. Yeah, once the Hang Seng open in about 30 seconds time. Okay. All right, let's look at DAX right now first. Let's look at DAX. Now DAX haven't opened yet. So but then yesterday we can see very clearly that DAX actually traded lower. So once you can see the opening price of the DAX. Let's just go straight to the DAX chart immediately. Yesterday's just to give you a feel of the market. Okay, this is DAX. So yesterday DAX opened, right? The opening price is here. Can you see that? That's opening price. And once it opens, right, straight away itself, it was below the MLP. So I told you guys, if the market is a buying momentum, if it opens and goes below OP and below MLP, it will be a sell, right? It will be a sell. And you can see immediately the market really goes down to the pivot 2. But pivot 2 is a very strong support level, as you can see on the screen. So straight away, the market stopped there beautifully and a bomb was there. So that confirmed the buy side. So straight away, after it hit pivot 2, couldn't go down. Straight away, it went up all the way. Beautiful, right? But very incredibly, once it hit the MLP, it just stopped there as if that they know MLP exists. And then after that, boom, came back down again. And once it break below the pivot 2, nothing can stop the selling. Can you see that? Because we all learn in TWB, right? As long as the market break OP and break MLP is a sell. And if you break P2, no matter what you tell me, it's definitely a sell. So the market did came down, tested P2 first, then rebounded, right? But when you test through it again, you see no holding back already. So again, this speaks volume about how our system works itself, right? So as long as you follow, excuse me, if you follow the system, you will know that, right, our trading methodology itself is very, very straightforward. It's like a template. What to do, what should you do, all is there itself. So as long as you follow, you should be able to make some money out of it. Okay? All right. So that is what happened to DAX yesterday. Okay, so now we are now watching the market. As you can see, wait a minute. Okay, let's just all the messages coming in again. Okay, so people asking me right now that how to look at DAX. Now DAX at the moment now is not open yet, so I can't give you the DAX or the movement. But I want to tell you this: DAX itself, right? 12,985 is a MA30. Of course, this number will change a bit later on. This number is a very important psychological level that the market cannot break. If the market breaks and start to swivel and go down, right, it can come down all the way to this point here, and that is about 12,597. 12,597. Now, do note the KSI has turned red yesterday, yeah? Unless this is a fake move by the boys. If not itself, be very, very careful. There is a chance that the DAX can come down to 12,597. Now, the thing is this, Europe at the moment now is not in the best situation, okay? And there's so many riots going on right now, right? You can see that from the chart, there is a strong resistance at the BMB RL level. And yesterday breakdown is no joke. So if the market do come down and break below the MA 30, right, watch out, 12,597 might be the next level, okay? So watch out for DAX, okay? This is something that I can share with you for DAX, yeah? Okay, so later on when DAX open, we'll take a look later on. Crude oil. Now, crude oil has been really doing the cha-cha for quite a while already. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, Kel, I thought you're bullish in crude oil itself, right? How come the crude oil is not going up? Now, first of all, right, let me explain this to you. Being bullish or bearish doesn't mean that the market must have immediate reaction. And being bullish itself doesn't mean that, right, we're going to be correct today or tomorrow. Now, to me itself, I'm very bullish on crude oil. Honestly, I'm very bullish. But if the market doesn't want to move right now, right, there's nothing you can do. But you look carefully, look at it, how I draw this thing here. Can you take a look right now? Do you notice that there is a very artificial, strong support, averagely between between $92 to $93. Like you can see, every time when the crude oil price comes down to $92 to $93, right? Every time when it comes down, right, the market will just automatically buy. Of course, there were once it went below it to $88, but that is just a fluke incident because after that, immediately it draw back up. So after that itself, right, you have been staying very strongly at an average $92, $93. So if you look at it and look at my chart and my indicator at the bottom, this actually shows that the KSI is green in color. So which means that, right, overall itself, the market is kind of bullish, all right? Now, I just received someone a message to tell me that actually, based on the seasonal chart itself, right, the market should be coming down. Thank you for sharing me with this. By right, I say, right, there's two different views right now. All right, some of them are actually showing the seasonal pattern for crude oil is going to be up. But of course, if you look at the year that 52, seemingly is down. So I'm going to leave it there, okay? Now, for me, at the moment now, $92 to $93 tells me that the crude oil is now heavily supported at this range. So of course, it's always like that. If the market eventually breaks below 92 to 93, then there's a chance that the market can go down all the way to the next level, which I told you before, it is possible to come down to $82 because that is the BMB extension level, okay? But because I'm a believer in my indicator, right, my KSI tells me that it's green in color. So that means that if there'll be some bottom buying. So at the moment now, we can see it's a very huge triangle for crude oil. So which means that as long crude oil is going to stay in this triangle, it will ping pong around here. But eventually, once the market choose a direction, I repeat, once the market choose a direction, the market will move again. That means that if the market choose to go up, example, then I'm going to say this, the next level will all the way be up to here again at 108. But first of all, there's two moving average to watch out for, and that's $98 and $100. So as long as the market doesn't break these two numbers, the upside is going to be dented. So let me just say this simply put, okay? So by right itself, based on the seasonal pattern for the last 100 years, usually this August, September, October, crude oil price should be going higher, okay? But undeniable, in the year that ended with 2, the seasonal pattern shows that, right, likelihood from now till end of the year, there should be some selling. So again, this is two different views, very extreme view. I also don't know who to pick. So rather than I'm going to pick what is correct or wrong, I myself just trade day to day and see how it goes. But I know that the upside is 108, the downside itself is 82. I think that is more important. Can you understand my point? Thank you once again to the student who shared this with me. All right, thank you very much to send me straight away the seasonal pattern. All right, I think y'all should know who I'm referring to. Thank you very much for sharing this with me. Yep, appreciate that. Okay, so, okay, in short as well, right? For today, at the moment now, no buying. Huh? Why? Because today opening price is $94.95, right, for the crude oil, and the MLP is $95.15, ma. So now we're trading below, right? So it's trading below, that means it's a sell. And today, the pivot 2 is 96.03. So which means that today, no matter how it's a sell, yes, I repeat, today crude oil, no matter how it's a sell. Unless later dramatically it goes above to MLP, above MLP 95.15, then can buy. If not, today is a sell. Okay, I repeat, today is a sell on crude oil. Okay, so let the chart on update. You can see now this is the 15-minute chart. You can see the opening price is here, the OP is here, right? See market ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, purposely push past the OP. Then after that, dramatically U-turn. So it's very clear it's a pump and dump. So boom, it came down already, right? Now it's pumping up again. So later on, right, most likely it's a pump and dump, right? So it will happen again. When you have a first time pump and dump, there will be a second pump and dump. And of course, there's a star there that confirms it, right? So you can see now, if I draw the line, extended, it is very clear. There's a very strong resistance at the moment right now. So that's why crude oil can come down all the way to here. And that could be $92.96. Okay. So of course, people ask, I thought you said before, right? If crude oil price come down, the Dow will come down, right? Usually, yes. So let's take a look and see whether it's happening later on. Okay, usually, yes. Okay, all right. So going down to the gold, all right, gold price. Okay, so before we go into that, everybody take a look at gold price right now. The opening price. The opening price is $17.16. Oh, sorry, 1716.58. That is the opening price of the gold. The MLP today is at 1718. Okay. All right. So very clear, it's below it's trading below OP right now, and it's trading below the MLP, right? So no matter how, today is a sell. Now today is an inverse pivot. Inverse pivot. That means that the market, once it break P1, the impact may not be very strong. Okay, especially if it hangs around there. Okay, so 1714 is a pivot 1 level. So if the market breaks 1714, confirm sell. And the KSI is great in color, uptick some more, so confirm another sell signal. Now, of course, undeniable, if there's going to be a 75 basis point, most likely we're going to see the dollar strengthening and dollar and gold may go down. But of course, if the market already priced in 75 basis point, you know, sometimes the Wall Street will just buy up because they already sell enough. Okay, now the gold have been ding-donging around this area for quite a while. So I'm not gonna be half surprised that it may come down first, then after that it may just reject it. So if that's the case, right, let's look at the 15-minute chart, then maybe you can have an idea of where the support might be going on. So this is the gold chart right now. You can see very clearly on the 15 minutes, the market MLP is here, the OP is here. So market ding dong, and once it go below OP, it's selling off right now. But once hit the pivot 1, you see immediately rejected, right? So in short, how low will it go? If let's say gold really come down, I think it'll come down to here at least 1709. Okay, I think this is a good level to buy back your short if you're shorting. 1709. Okay. Okay, so that is gold price. Let's look at silver price. Okay, silver, I'm still saying the same thing repeatedly like a broken recorder. I still think that silver has to come down to here. 1799, hit ready, there we talk. As long as silver doesn't come down to this point, I think it's going to be very difficult for silver to go up anyway. So 1799 must come down first, hit the new low, everybody freak out, sell, and then that's where the boys will come in to buy. And that's usually the case. Okay. All right. Let's look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, of course, I've been very bearish on Ethereum and Bitcoin. So of course, people say, Kel, there's some ongoing saying that Bitcoin is like a prelude of what the Dow may be moving. Well, it seemed to be that some research on this, and I also take a look. So if that's the case as well, right now you can see the Ethereum now is trading at the opening price of Ethereum is 1331, and the MLP is 1438. So now it's quite a far distance, yeah. So which means that if the market trades above 1438, right, the market will be a buy, and now it's trading above, so it's going up. So if the market is going up, we sell, right? we also know that pivot 1 is 1423. So if the market goes above 1423, above pivot 1, no matter how, it's always a buy. So you look at the chart again. Okay, so you can see that it's only like a broken recorder, but don't go first. I've got a lot more chart to show you before you go. Okay, all right, let's take a look over here. Okay, this is the Ethereum chart. So you can see that, right, the market opening price is here. It purposely came down and it touched the KTR -1 perfectly, as if that they know it, okay? And because it's above MA30, if the market stays above OP and above MA30, it's always a buy. And truth be told, the price go all the way up itself to pivot 1. And when it hit pivot 1 itself, it crossed pivot 1, means naturally it's a buy. You can see it went all the way up. Now it came back down, right? And it touches pivot 1, but it doesn't stay down and stay up again. That's why the market go up again. Because as long as the market is above pivot 1, it's a very bullish position right now. So of course, if this Ethereum is going up, right, naturally, if we look at it, usually the Bitcoin will be going up. And if Bitcoin is also going up, then always the stock market may actually goes up. Okay, now this is the Bitcoin chart right now. Let's take a look. Now, Bitcoin chart shows that the opening price today is 21,011 and the MLP is 21,487. So very simple. As long as the market stays above OP and above MLP, which is now is a buy. But because the KSI is red in color and the blue bars are still there, so the upside will be limited. Now, of course, if the market breaks below OP, it means that it will go is below MLP at the same time, right? Then of course the target is still there. 20,094 will still be the target, okay, for today. All right, so again, by sharing all this information itself, right, if you're TWB trained, you will understand. If you're not TWB trained and you find it quite interesting, contact us through Facebook. Okay, I've done every chart itself, but before you go, I'm going to show you some alternate charts again so that you can pick up some there before we end today's session, yeah? Don't go first. Okay, so first of all, you can see right now the Dow is actually moving up towards the trend line that I share with you. So of course, once again, I told you before, right, the critical level is 32,100. Only when the Dow Jones crossed 32,100, the whole pattern will change, right? I told you before already, so just remember that in case you forgot. Right now for you, 32,100 is a very critical resistance level here itself for the market to go up. If the market stays down, then the downside will be all the way down to 29,563. I already tell you that. Okay, so that is still ongoing. Then of course, the next one I'll show to you is my own TWB Premier System chart. Now you can see very, very clearly now on this chart here, the KSI on the Dow Jones is still green, but the KRW is still red. So that means that the buying is still around, even though the weightage is pulling it down. So that's why the upside kind of heavy. So whenever you go to KTR 123, just take profit, okay? The NASDAQ itself, right, you can see that we have a bit of changes. The KSI is red, but the KRW now has turned to flat. So that means that there will be some buying interest, and indeed now it's really, really happening. So again, just from all this chart itself, right, you can actually know what to do. So of course, if you have TWB PTP train, this indicator is given to you and you can actually utilize it to trade in the market. So KSI is green over here right now, show that the buying is there. Although the weightage is red, so that means that you should take profit. So you can see the last few days, right? If you don't take profit, the market will just take away. So that is again very critical information. As long as you are a trader, this is going to be very, very helpful. Yeah. Okay, for Hang Seng itself, right? The KRW and the KSI are still red. That's why today to sell the Hang Seng is a better choice. And if you look at it right over here until here, this whole area, ever since here itself, if you just focus on sell, you will make more money than buy. So again, this explains to you why it is so important to have the KRW beside you, okay? And of course, you have DAX. DAX itself, right? The KSI has turned red, but the KRW hasn't turned yet. So that means that there'll be some selling, but it won't be strong. Okay, selling but won't be strong. Oil itself, right? The KSI is green, but the KRW is red. So that's why, meaning that the market will go up, but it will not be able to hang above it. So that's again showing you why last few days crude oil did go up, but very fast come down. All these can be like seeing feng shui like that already can pre-hand notice what to do. Yeah. For gold itself, right? You can see why gold has been going down all the way. But since this area here, since this point here, no matter how, it's a sell. So I know that a lot of traders are calling for buy, and stuff like that, but I say it doesn't matter. The market can rebound, but it won't go up much. And truth be told, right, it's coming back down again. So that's why I say gold price most likely will go down again. Whether it's fundamental or it's technical, it doesn't matter. But as long as you follow rules, you should be able to make some money out of it. All right. And of course, this is silver. And silver also have the same thing, but silver got the buying interest right now. That's why you see the silver price keep on trying to recover. But every time recover, it just, it just hang down there. So traders, take note of all these vital information. You can see that I can't do it on Bitcoin because it's not ready yet. All right. So it's not a plug and play system. If I don't have it, I can't show it to you. See? So that's why this system is very unique. It's not what you usually have in the market. Okay, that will be all for today. Once again, my view is this: there should be some buying in the market as long as the Dow Jones stay above the OP of the stay above the MLP. Shouldn't be any problem. All right, guys. This is Cal signing off. I'll see you guys on Friday. Right, would I be doing any FOMC live session today? No, I won't be doing. I'll be watching the market closely because I got something to do. So, but I hope you guys will understand what I say today. As long as the market stays above OP and MLP, stay long for now. Okay, this is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.